For the live, yeah. Salutare, dragilor, azi vorbim în engleză. We speak in English today. Diete,
English bitches.
diets with these two professional athletes. He's a bodybuilder, he's a fighter. Let's sit down, guys, and let's speak about veganism, vegan, carnivore, everything.
Okay, Remus, start about you. Tell us your
What do you eat,
experience.
bro? What do you eat?
Yeah, tell us your
My experience, it's like this. So, in the last 1 year, I start decreasing my meat, maybe 20%, consuming 20% from what I used to consume. Yeah, bro, you can put that here. Bravo. Yeah, bravo. Let's put
No, just take the cap.
We can put the phone here and then we can talk. Yeah, this is a really cool discussion. I just wait to, you know how many times I had this kind of cool discussion with different people, but I never registered, but now it's cool. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, sure. So, men physique body, fighter body, and bodybuilding classic body.
Bodybuilding body.
Bodybuilding body.
Yeah, so we are all
Fighter building.
we are all kind of professional athletes in our domains. Like I'm doing sport for over 20 years and professional competition for 7 years. And you, how many years sport?
Yeah, I was 15, 14, and now I'm 29, so 15 years.
15 years sport plus you study.
Nutritionist, kinesiology, and master in peptides and in functional medicine in California.
From Italy. You're from Italy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and your name is Ivan.
Ivan.
Nice to meet you, bro. And he is Jake. Tell us about yourself, Jake. Fighter, professional fighter.
Fighter long time ago, but since then, just running, bodyweight training, cardio, hit training, cardio. Lots
A
of
lot
cardio.
of cardio and
Running,
fighting.
mental.
How many kilograms are you now?
75.
75. Trying to gain muscle, it's hard for you.
It's fucking hard.
Okay,
It's
and
fucking
for
hard.
you, how many kilograms? And
Right now I'm at 80.
80.
Yeah.
How tall?
172.
172, and you?
6 foot. 180.
180.
75.
Okay, and I'm 97, 98 kilograms and 190 centimeters. So basically, I'm the tallest and the heaviest here. For me, I'm in the middle.
Hercules.
I'm in the middle with the gaining muscle. So my journey, when I come in Bali 6 months ago, my meat consumption, cheese, no more cheese, and the meat is going like this. From 1 kilogram a day, like 4 years ago in my prep, I go down to 1 kilogram meat per week, and then maybe
Your
one.
live is not here. Your live is not here.
It's not. It's on YouTube, bro.
It's YouTube live.
You can do YouTube live?
This is YouTube live.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, fuck, I don't
Fine,
know this shit.
I
Okay.
know nothing about this.
Okay. Okay, so I got down to 1 kilogram meat per month. So I was almost vegan, just having meat from time to time. And my focus was on spiritual journey, Kundalini yoga, all these kind of experiences. So yes, it helped me a lot in this. I keep my muscle, but I didn't grow, I didn't evolve, I didn't get better. But I just maintain, you know, like 95
Because
kilograms.
weren't your purpose? If it's not your purpose,
My purpose was
You don't care.
spiritual. Are we back? Suntem înapoi? Ne vedeți? Sunt în Bali. Okay. Okay, we are back. I think we are back. I think it's good. Okay, so tell me your journey, bro, about this. Because
Yeah,
you had a similar
No,
journey also.
my journey
Kind
was
of.
similar. Yeah, kind. Because
Kind
in the
of.
beginning, I wanted to prepare myself for a bodybuilding competition just here. Everything was open, everything was okay, and I started to do that for 1 month, more or less. And then what happened? Happened that my girlfriend wanted to go to yoga teacher training, to become a yoga teacher, and say, okay, perfect, just join. Because I'm here, I'm in Bali, spiritual place, something like that. I never done something like this. Just try. Is this the moment? Is this the place? Try. And I was not vegan, I was vegetarian because I at eggs, for example.
yeah.
Eggs every day, but of course it's different because you start to eat 5 meals with meat and fish and eggs per day.
And
To
then,
eat nothing about meat, nothing about fish, and only eggs, twice or 3 times per day. It's okay, but it's totally different anyway.
and we even been together in the Kundalini yoga teacher
Yeah,
course.
we were together there.
No protein at all.
Fucking no. Only,
Like, just a little
only
bit
veggies.
of-
You lose weight. You lose weight. It's fine.
Bro,
So-
that was impressive. We were speaking of this.
Yeah,
We were
I think it
training
takes time.
We were
20
training.
minutes a day.
Yeah.
All
Keep
Kundalini,
everything.
all breathing, and only plants, man. Only a little bit of
But for
tofu.
how long?
Yeah,
For
a
how
little
long?
tofu
A little
was
bit
was
of
plant-based,
tofu.
but only for 5 days.
Yeah.
Only five days.
By workout anyway. Yeah, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and was perfect for us because when you breathe a lot, shit, you use a lot of energy. Use a lot
We
of
were
energy
doing-
because diaphragm is so big. It's a big
lot
muscle.
of-
It's connected to the psoas. It's connected to other muscle of the pelvis. So when you breathe a lot, you can use a lot of energy. And that's it. We were shredded. No fucking meat, of course. Calorie
Shredded.
restriction. But if you work out, you keep
And
you keep
we
your
eat
muscle.
like crazy, man. We eat a lot, like huge. This is good with vegan. You can eat a lot. So if you eat raw, vegan, and Ayurvedic, you can eat like tons of food.
Yeah, and
A
this,
lot of food.
so and this was my experience for a couple of months,
And then,
February, March, and April,
okay.
and then no, we can tell later. Just your turn right now about your experience.
You also,
With diets?
18 months. Vegan. 18 months.
Yeah, I just finished 3 months ago, 18 months of being vegetarian, not vegan.
so you have
Um,
eggs from time
I
to
would
time.
eat eggs like every second day, lots of eggs. I think as humans, like a lot of people ask me sometimes for diet advice, and I find it silly when people come to me, they probably come to you too, and they see your body and they go, "What do you eat?"
Yeah.
Don't fucking ask
I
me
wanna
what
be
I
like
eat,
you.
because I eat a lot. Doesn't mean you can eat the same as me. Who knows what I do every day? I run every day. I sit in ice baths. I go to saunas. I go surfing. I
Yeah.
might do a lot more than you. You might do more than me. I don't know you so well, so don't ask what I eat. My best, so I've always been one to experiment with every diet and see how I feel, kind of thing. And so I think for people who like vegetarian diet, I wanted to try it for a long time to see how it feels, because I feel like you don't know how you're gonna feel from people who say, "Oh, I did 2 weeks." Doesn't mean shit.
2 weeks.
You
Yeah.
did 2 weeks, nothing.
Yeah.
I find with like vegetarian diet, I felt good for a long time, even though I lost muscle mass, but my expertise is cardio training, so running, fighting, didn't affect me so much because I was so light. I could run like a gazelle. I was like a friggin' cheetah on my legs because I was so light. I would be 69 kilos running, so it's really fast. But
So for cardio,
biggest-
spiritual, it kind of makes
also
sense.
My spiritual journey was really good on it. Even now that I eat meat, I find my spiritual is just as good. But after 1 year, my mind started to go. I'm a vegetarian. I didn't notice as well. I would feel a little bit sad and depressed and not so energized in some
What
workouts.
about,
I
what
would
about
add
the
more.
testosterone?
No. What about when you
Yeah,
when
I would
you,
still be horny all the time.
when you start to put the meat again? What happened? Happened something about your nervous system, your muscle performance.
I would feel more like, I find if as men, when we do a workout, sometimes you feel like an animal, like
okay,
because we
yes.
make those noises and stuff, and so like I would feel more the testosterone goes back in and more like a beast in workout and stuff like that. And
Ascultă,
I know
man,
it's common
ascultă.
with
Ascultă, că e
men
important.
after 1 year vegan, they start to not feel as emotionally strong in their choices. You feel not so clear. Sometimes you'll be like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? You wouldn't back yourself. Because when I started eating the meat, I would back myself, be like, no, this is the fucking right thing. I believe it, yes, it's true. And when I was vegan, I'd be a little bit, oh, I didn't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should ask someone for advice. And now I eat meat, I'm like, no, I know
So you
the
become
I'm on the right path,
lighter
I'm
in
on the right
everything.
track.
lighter
Yeah.
in everything, and this is physiology, because in fact I saw the same when I start again to put the meat. Then I start to be more focused about the stuff, more motivated, and I knew what I wanted. You know what you want in a more clear way. And this is because when you stay in a vegetarian or vegan diet, you have less tyrosine, less this kind of amino acids, you have more tryptophan in your diet. And tryptophan becomes serotonin. You know, serotonin is the hormone not of love,
Feel-good
but of
chemical.
calm. Yeah, exactly.
Feel good chemical.
It's that one. And you are something like more high, everything is good, okay, you don't know what's really real because you don't want to take a position about life. And it's good for spiritual practice, it's good for Kundalini. But man, we are here right now in this part, so it's not good for real life. For real life, you need dopamine,
Thank you.
you need noradrenaline, you need adrenaline, and you need to be focused on something concrete. So it's good to be high, it's good to know what it is.
What means real life, bro?
Man, real life means, in some ways, success. So try to have success in life. It's easier with a non-vegan diet, not because no vegan can have success in life, but because tyrosine that you find in meat is important for dopamine, for rewarding, and it's important for have purpose in life, concrete purposes. You can have more concrete purposes. And there is another way, because meat, especially meat, also eggs, have phosphatidylcholine that there isn't in a plant-based diet. Phosphatidylcholine can become acetylcholine. It's an important neurotransmitter for focus and concentration, more potent than dopamine. They are quite the same. And acetylcholine is used from your muscle. Your muscle uses acetylcholine for contract. You find phosphatidylcholine in eggs, in meat, and something like that. And that's the reason why when you start
And no plant,
animal, little plant, but anyway, animal-based diet, you feel stronger after little bit that you start that. At the beginning, when I started again to eat meat, I started to be little nervous, something like I wanted to work out every fucking day, because it's something like I have this more tyrosine, so more dopamine, I have this phosphatidylcholine, so acetylcholine,
still to use it.
and I want to use that. I feel my muscle wanted to contract more anger. That at the beginning could upset you a little, but then after 1 week, 10 days, you start to adapt to that, start to be focused on your purposes, and this is physiology anyway, so this is amazing. It's amazing because, for example, in plant-based diet, we have a lot of tryptophan that becomes serotonin, so a fixed neurotransmitter, and in animal-based, you have phosphatidylcholine and tyrosine that become respectively acetylcholine and dopamine. Which is the problem? The problem is that if you have a lot of tryptophan, tyrosine doesn't enter and enter tryptophan, so you are more high. And if you have a lot of tyrosine, tryptophan doesn't enter.
What about
in the
if you
BBB?
balance them?
You need to, of course, but to understand what is the meaning of being vegetarian diet and to do a spiritual path, you need to remove meat. To
Okay.
understand that.
To understand.
Because in that period you feel really fucking high
So it's
and you
good
don't
to go.
understand each other. And when you eat meat, you feel very fucking in a concrete word focus that you don't understand vegan vegetarian one. So you need to try to understand each other's
You need
because
to
it's
be
totally
open.
different.
You need to be
Man,
open. Try.
it's all in your fucking brain. That's the way. Everything is in your brain, and it's neurotransmitter, it's brain plasticity, and the plasticity of the brain change when you change diet. So to understand the point of other person, you have to try the kind of diet. Cannot be half and half. So if you eat meat, of course you can eat a little less meat, but will be never the same than eating no meat.
I understand.
That's the way. And that's amazing, man. So right now that I know what happened to me, now I say perfect. I know why some people is Buddha. No, Buddhian people like why like this. Okay, perfect, yes, yeah. Everything is amazing. Everything okay. I don't care about money. It's okay. It's normal.
It's okay, but it depends how you want to create your life.
Which is your purpose?
If you want to create your life like this and be only flying, it's okay. You can do that.
It's okay for one period. It's okay forever. Depends upon you.
Depends everybody how, but it's good to know how the diet is working. It's good to know what they bring to you. It's good to know what they take from you. For me right now, I balance my diet. I have vegan days. I have eggs days. I have meat days. I have fasting days. I try to get through all of them and balance them because I get the benefits out of everything.
Of course.
And my life is so complex, I cannot focus on one thing. Maybe I can put, okay, now I'm preparing for a competition, I put 70% focus on competition, but I'm not gonna say no to my spiritual side. I'm not gonna say no to stretching, to yoga. I'm keeping that, but of course in less proportion. And also, like
But
you
also
said,
the strength
to training,
improves.
strength,
Everything.
it's more boom, you know. And I feel heavier. I need to stretch more. I need to do
That's it.
more yoga because I feel again my back, my lower, my hips. I need to open more. Oh, it's always an adapting. It's always a challenge. I can't say that's good, that's bad. And this is the best conclusion I have from all the diets. Now I have a friend who, after being vegan, you know Slim, the fighter? He'd been vegan 2 years and a half, and he said, this is his word. After
The guy you meet here in the gym, my gym?
after six, he felt amazing 6 months. After 6 months, he started going low, and in the last 6 months, so after 2 years, he said he felt low testosterone.
Yeah.
And after just 1 week of omnivore, eggs and meat, he recovered. And now he switched for carnivore, man. Carnivore. He only have meat and eggs. That's it.
Yes, about diet, the paleo diet is the best diet in the world because you can keep paleo diet every day of your life forever, with no problems about that. That's the really one.
What do you call paleo diet?
Paleo diet is when you eat meat, fish, eggs, no cereals. You can eat sometimes potatoes. You can eat some vegetables, not all vegetables. You can eat
You
nuts.
don't eat any veggies, any greens, anything. Just meat and eggs, bro.
Paleo diet.
This is what my friend is doing.
No. In paleo diet, you can eat veggies, some veggies, not all veggies. So no legumes, no tomato, so no the plants of the family of solanaceae, so no eggplants, no tomato, and this kind of stuff. But sometimes potato, they can eat that. And paleo is good because there are are called lectins. Lectins are some stuff that you can find in legumes, in soy, okay? Then can create some alteration in your gut sometimes. Of course, depends. Not everybody is the same. Everybody have problems in the gut, so irritable bowel syndrome, something like that. And most of the time, soy is not good. So when you start to change your diet and go to vegan, vegetarian diet, of course, it's a change. But this is the.
It's gonna be live, and then you're gonna stay there.
They should save that in one database, in one virtual database.
I think they do it. Hopefully I'm back. This is a very good discussion. McGregor versus POR. Somebody asked, what do you think about McGregor versus POR? I don't know how is the name.
Let's go, McGregor.
McGregor.
You're gonna fuck him up.
It's today, right?
Yeah, today. Jerry's gonna win.
Today.
My
Big fight.
opinion is that everyone has a different outlook on diets, and I think it's something that there is no right. I don't like to use the word diet for the first one. I don't like to use the word
true.
diet. I don't
Agree.
like it. I don't like it because people say like, "Oh, what's your diet?" I don't have a fucking diet.
It's a
I
free.
listen to my consciousness and what my body tells me wants to eat, and I eat it.
But you are so smart to know how to listen.
Yeah.
You know what people say? Okay, my body say I want croissant
Yes,
every
it's
day.
smart.
This is what my body is craving. Croissant and cheese.
So that's because they don't know what I'm
My body, bro.
If you listen to
get
your
to
body,
a-
you will get fat. Come
If
on.
you can reach to a point of when you feel really
So-
healthy, you know what it feels like. to
So
be
when
healthy.
when we say we listen to our body, it's totally different when other people say I'm listening to my body. They say I listen to my body. Go to McDonald's. I'm craving McDonald's. You know.
That's
so
shit.
it's so different. Cravings and listening to your body is so different.
But then it's also too is like the extremes of anything in life is bad. Extreme alcoholism is bad. A few
Okay.
beers is good.
Okay,
Have beers is good for your
totally
mind.
agree.
It's true.
I believe that carnivore diet, you eat meat every day, is not good for you long term. You're gonna fuck.
Totally agree.
You're gonna die. You're gonna get something that's gonna fuck that with your body. You're gonna die.
Totally agree.
I agree. Long term veganism is good for you. Short term veganism, I believe, is great for you. So I believe the word diet, the most perfect diet for me, is a little bit of everything. You know, what you said before, a little bit of meat, a little bit of fish, a little bit of eggs,
Yeah, it's
A
true.
little bit of all the vegetables, a little bit of fruits. I just had a fruit
And
bowl.
then how
Have everything
how
to make you
little
feel.
bit is for everybody, it depends with their purpose, their body, their problems, their
Depends what
issues,
you're
their
doing.
sport.
If you're running every day. And
So
doing
that's why you
stuff.
need somebody to guide you through this, who knows. But in order to know, you don't only read the books, but you also need to practice it on yourself, so you know how it is.
But then also too is every human is biologically different. We're all born different. Some people are fucking allergic to peanuts and onions and all these weird foods. Some people I believe need more meat than other people. Some people don't need as much meat as other people. Some people I believe, I have met some people in my life, they've been vegetarians for a long fucking time and it's worked for them. They're healthy as fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
They're fit animals. And that means, so I tried it and it didn't work for me after a long time, so I changed and I listened to my body. I could have kept trying and you might get more unhealthy. It's really hard to realize what's going on in your body when you do that kind of thing, but the best advice I can to everyone is like eating the next day and I feel bloated and that kind of thing. If I eat a lot of meat, I feel bloated when I train and I don't feel as good. Whereas if I have a little bit of meat, the right amount, white meat, certain things, and
Some
tweak
people
it,
don't
I
feel
great.
good with intermittent fasting. Like I feel very good to eat huge meal. 1 time, 2 times a day, huge meals,
Yeah.
I'm good. Some people, they need to eat 6 times a day.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like we were just
Yeah,
saying, you're 30 kilos, almost like 20, 25 kilos bigger than me. And at the moment, I'm eating more than you,
Yeah, you're
and I
eating more than
can't,
me.
and I'm not gaining weight.
And I'm
it's just
keeping
the-
my muscle.
It's just the difference in biologically, we're biologically different. So people could come and they would assume you eat a lot more than me. And when someone says, "What do you eat?" I want to eat what you eat. I'm like, you don't want to eat what I eat.
Because you
You'll
will
get-
gain fat.
You'll get fat. You'll
You
get
will
really
get
big.
fat, yeah.
You'll be the size of a house.
If I would eat like you,
Yeah.
I would be no abs, I would be
Yeah,
blurry.
it's true. But you eat more than you?
Yeah, I eat a lot. I think I would at the moment.
I don't know what
it's
to
gonna
say
change
because
now.
I eat huge quantity.
You
Like
eat
that
big
for me
portion.
is not a meal.
No,
bro.
this is just my entree.
Like
Yeah.
I eat so much more. Like quantities for me, whoa, I'm crazy with quantity. I can eat 1 kilogram meat 1 time. I can eat 1 kilogram fish 1 time.
So
bro.
anyway,
Easy.
here we should count the calories that he eats and we eat, but I think that the meaning is that he moves probably so much more respect to you move per day.
Well,
Yeah,
I,
if
So
you
you
do
do that-
surf,
no,
for sure.
but my belief is that my whole life I've spent 80%, 70% of my workouts doing cardio. So my body is so adapted to it. So when my body,
mitochondria, and the
so
metabolic
my,
flexibility is more.
my body is so adapted to burning calories.
Yeah.
So when I eat, my body goes into a state of like, let's get rid of this fuel, let's burn this food,
Yeah.
let's store it because we're about to go do a fucking run, or
Is
we're
that-
about to go to do 10 rounds in the pads and run. And
That's
eat.
metabolic
Whereas your body
efficiency.
is so used in a state of eating food and we're like, let's store it and build muscles. That's what it's known to do more.
Yeah,
whereas
that's
my body's more
metabolic efficiency. It's epigenetic change.
Yeah.
That if you do cardiovascular exercise quite like that, you improve your mitochondria, you improve your capacity to burn fat, and your metabolism is faster, more thermogenesis.
Okay, what
And
the-
we are bodybuilders, so in our work we want to get bigger our muscles. So we want to store.
Big, aesthetic, but also
we want
lean.
to store more energy
Yeah.
in our muscles, so more glycogen, more fatty acids, and we don't want to burn rapidly energy like he do.
But what do you think about my body? Because you saw me training, you saw me eating, you know about. People think, most of people, they look at me and they think, man, it's impossible to achieve that body without steroids.
Bro, everything is possible. Everything is possible. Bodybuilding and body is 90% genetic. 90%. Not 19, 90. It's fucking a lot. And depends upon your stem cells when you was a baby, depends upon how did you grow up. So for example, your breastfeeding. How did it last?
I think minimum 6 months.
Minimum 6 months, but most of times 1 year. So the more you breastfeed, the more your immune system is
I
good.
need
the
to ask
more
my
you-
mother, but I know she breastfeed me a lot compared to my brother, for example.
Exactly, this is so good. This is different, and then it's really a lot of genetics inside. So when did you start to work out? When did you start
14
to work?
years ago.
14 years.
years old.
14 years is perfect. So for example, your genetics,
So
of
much
course,
genetics.
is perfect. It's perfect. And then you start to work out at 14. So 1 + 1. Maybe if you started to work out at 20,
You're different.
right now, yeah, you shouldn't be like that.
If you go through puberty without doing workout, your body's different.
Yeah,
Some
I
people, they
think
never
it's
work out when
very
they
important
grow
to
up.
have
Is
trainings
the-
between
Oh, yeah, 14.
14 and
But
20.
it's during
Yeah.
the
It's the best.
during the development, if you start to give that kind of come cazzo si dice?
Uh,
Stimulus.
stimulus,
Okay.
yes.
If you this kind of stimulus, you will respond, and you responded, so it's perfect. Now, so you build this muscle in your ear during the development, so now it's normal that you are like that. And of course, if you eat meat is different than eating vegetarian diet. If you eat meat, more dopamine, more tyrosine, more acetylcholine, so more protein of the right biological value and chemical index inside your body, so probably more hard, your muscle will seem so hard. When you prepare to a competition, you don't do vegan, vegetarian diet, come on. If we have to talk about sport,
I have friends who are doing this.
of course, man, okay,
It's
perfect.
possible.
It's possible, but
It's
it's not
possible.
optimal.
They can be better if they would use a little bit of.
That's it.
But
So,
at the same time,
bodybuilding is a
what I can
precision
say,
performance.
if I wouldn't go vegan, I don't think my body would react so good with meat
of course.
when I put them back.
Of course, because
So
and
lacking
this is the same about
was good,
This is the same about intermittent fasting. You fast, okay,
And then you eat
remove
more.
glycogen and then you eat more.
so your body
With
responds
the
better.
protein is the same. So you have to change day by day. So right now it's perfect do some days with no protein. I do that. Bodybuilder Pro do that. So 2
Fasting
days
is
per-
great.
It's amazing.
Because
When you do fast,
sensitive
when you do
on
intermittent
insulin.
fasting 2-3 times per month, you are cutting proteins. And it's amazing to restabilize the transcription factors to do protein synthesis. When you do that, it's perfect for you. So everything is in our biology, and the problem right now, as you said before, is that when people ask you which is the best diet, there is not the best diet. There isn't. So what you should avoid are diets that remove some kind of foods. That's the problem.
On long term.
Long term, because I
On
can,
short
I
term
can
is
do
good.
1-2 months of vegan diet, also
Yeah.
3 months, no problems. But then, probably if I surpass certain kinds of certain months or 3-4-5 months, I start to have cravings of meat, and this happens of most of the vegans and vegetarian people here. It's
But they are
normal.
hiding these cravings with
They
different
hide.
things.
I have a lot of friends that do like that. This is real because you need phosphatidylcholine, you need tyrosine, and you need all minerals. So, or you decide to do a diet where you supplement a lot,
Yeah.
creatine,
You can supplement.
carnitine.
Okay, so if you're a vegan and you
If you're vegan, you
supplement a lot,
okay,
you can do
man,
it.
but don't say vegan is perfect because you need to supplement to do that.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Okay.
If you do vegan and don't supplement,
Vegan
after
and supplement.
4 months,
Okay.
it's a problem.
Okay, guys, we're gonna end here, but the discussion is so cool, and I love you guys for sharing with me. And if you are smart enough to understand and listen this, you're gonna learn something. If not, you can put your hate in the comments. We are waiting for
We're
them.
waiting for it. We
Yeah.
love that.
We love you. Have a beautiful day. We go for the second training. Come to Romania, guys. Let's train to Romania soon. Okay, guys. Next time, next live.
How many?
Now it's night in Romania, bro. So only 10.
Ah.
It's night.
Okay,
They
but you
sleep.
can say you can save that, right?
Yeah, we save it. We save it. People will see it. Smart people will understand, and smart people will DM and will say yes, yes, that guy is smart. This guy is really smart. I'm not as smart as him, but I'm very open, intuitive, and I experiment a lot, and I'm a little bit smart. And this guy, he is
Always grabbing his balls.
he's a fucking beast. The fighter. Yo.
He can suck my ass.